1 month from now, I'm getting on a train to a city I've never been to work a job I've never done. And honestly, I had no idea any of this was coming just a few months ago. This is not a travel vlog. This is not a motivational channel. I genuinely don't know how this story ends. But I figured, if my life is going to get this weird, this fast, I might as well bring you along for it. So, welcome. Let me explain everything from the beginning. My name is Konstantin. I'm 20 years old and I am from a city called Shakhty. That's in the Rostov region of Russia. If you've never heard of it, that's fine. Most people haven't. I'm not a professional content creator. I don't have a studio or a fancy camera setup. What I do have is a story that I think is worth telling, and a lot of things about to change in my life, whether I'm ready or not. So this is episode 1, the very beginning. And to understand where I'm going, you first need to understand the system I'm navigating. For those of you who aren't familiar, in Russia, military service is mandatory for men. When you turn 18, the state basically says you owe us a year. You go to a base, you wear a uniform, you take an oath, you carry a weapon. That's how it works for most guys. But there's an alternative, and it's called AGS, Alternative Civil Service. In Russian, it's Альтернативная гражданская служба. Instead of serving in the army, you can apply to do civilian work, usually in hospitals, care homes, social services, for a longer period, 21 months instead of 12. The trade-off is time. The benefit is that you're not required to carry a weapon or take a military oath. This option exists specifically for people with sincere conscientious objections, religious or ethical. You have to appear before a military commission and actually convince them that your beliefs are real, not just an excuse to avoid service. And that's exactly what I did. I'm a Christian, and for me, that's not just a label. It's something I actually live by. Taking a military oath and being prepared to use weapons against other people. I couldn't reconcile that with my faith. So I filed for AGS. I stood in front of the military commission. I explained my position. They asked questions. They wanted to make sure I wasn't just trying to game the system. And honestly, I respect that. If you're going to ask for an exception, you should be able to stand behind it. They were convinced. They signed the order. And I thought, okay, that was the hard part. That's done. And then I got the assignment. City Balakova, Saratov region. A city I had genuinely never heard of in my life. Distance from home, over 1,000 kilometers. Job, orderly at a residential care home for elderly and disabled people. Starting date, about a month from when I found out. There's a specific kind of feeling when your life changes and nobody asked you. You didn't apply for this job. You didn't choose this city. You have no friends there, no family there, no idea what the streets look like or where to buy groceries. And the work itself, caring for people who are elderly, who are disabled, who need help with the most basic things. That's not easy work, physically or emotionally. I won't pretend otherwise. 21 months. That's how long I'll be there. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a part of me that looked at all of this and thought, okay, that's a lot. But here's the thing. I made a choice, a real choice, based on what I actually believe. And choices like that come with consequences. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to Balakova because I had no options. I'm going because I stood by something and saw it through. That's different. That matters. And yeah, it's going to be hard. I'll be far from home. The work will be demanding. There will be days that test me. I know this. I'm not pretending otherwise. But I also know this. Hard things make you sharper. This is going to teach me discipline I don't have yet. Patience I haven't built yet. A kind of strength you can only get from actually going through something, not watching it from a distance. I'm doubling down on my routine. Sleep, discipline, consistency. Because the one thing I can control right now is how I show up every single day. I'm not running from this. I'm walking straight into it. Because on the other side of it is the life I actually want. There's a reason I'm doing all of this. There's a reason I'm keeping this channel going, even as everything around me is shifting. One day, after the service is done, After I've earned what in Russia is called a военный билет, a military registration document, I want to travel. I want to see the world. And the first place I'm going is Japan. That dream has been in my head since I was a kid, and it's not going anywhere. This channel is part of how I get there. Building something real over time, one video at a time. So if you're curious to see how this unfolds, the service, the new city, the work, the journey, subscribe. Because I'm going to document all of it. The honest version, not the highlight reel. And if you've ever had to do something hard because you believed in something, I think you'll understand exactly what I mean. I'll see you in the next one.